The lead from the abysmal gale has brought me here, to the captain's seaside mansion. Well, former captain. Old Moira and most of his crew didn't survive their final voyage, but luckily for me, the ship's manifest did. It talked about a golden slab, which sounds like the compendium of reproach the keepers have been looking for. The log said Captain Moira brought it home for safekeeping. I doubt he knew what he had. Probably just wanted it for the gold. My stolen rowboat got me here in one piece. Now I just have to find and steal the compendium. There's no way to know how many of the captain's loyal men are guarding the place, but the household will probably be in an uproar over the captain's death. With luck, no one will notice me sneaking around. The widow Moira might know where her late husband kept his treasures. Maybe I'll start by paying her a little visit.
What's going on?
It's your turn already.
I know. Let me just think.
I'm waiting.
Don't rush me. I'm about to go.
Listen, it's not that hard. Look, you're showing pelicans and mackerels, right? Just play them in order and you'll have at least 2. Oh, Burricks.
What? What's wrong?
You just won. I just won for you.
Ha ha! Pay up, Mortem!
Could it be a thief among us?
Who's there? Who? I'm an owl!
Is it here? Do you see it?
Not so loud, Lavinia. No, it's not in this room either.
And we're almost done with the upper floor. If you were the widow Moira, where would you keep your late husband's telescope?
We won't get anything out of the widow, my precious. I've just had a peek at her. She's up on the roof raving, and she didn't know me from a field mouse.
I didn't mean...
I know, darling. The question is more probably, where did the late Captain Moira put it? He wouldn't leave the Nereid telescope just lying around.
Bryce, we're doing the right thing, aren't we? I mean, its beauty is wasted on the widow Moira. She doesn't appreciate the finer things.
Well, it's right for us, sweetness, but as an officer of the City Watch, I must confess it's probably not doing right by the widow.
Scoundrel of the City Watch, you mean?
Looks like the widow Moira has more than just me to worry about tonight.
Almost like a... Huh. Place like this, you have to expect some noises.
Good to see you.
Did I just see nothing? My eyes must be going.
What are you up to?
I was going to bring some wine to Widow Moira up on the roof.
I thought I left clear instructions that the widow shall get no wine. She's in a terrible state. She wouldn't know the difference between you and a murderer serving up a glass of poison.
But
wine is the last thing she needs. What if she swoons and falls to her death? Do you want that on your conscience?
But when I set down her dessert tray, she saw me and made me swear I'd bring her a glass.
Did she? Then go to Cook this instant and tell him to hide the bottles, lest some other half-wit servant gets the idea to disobey my orders.
Yes, Mistress Mastiff.
Well, be off with you then.
Yes, Mistress Mastiff.
He's too good to meet me at the alehouse. Gotta be where nobody could ever see him. Gotta be where nobody could ever hear her talking. This is wrong to settle.
Who could have taken that? Probably one of the other servants. A place like this could be anything. Be too careful.
He's always got an excuse. It's the same every day. I do his work. He says he's sorry. Then didn't expect to hear that. My luck, it's some monster like out of those horror stories. Old gray lady is after me. Creepy stuff.
What is it now?
All right. Nothing after.
The sound? Not sure. What the? Is somebody there? Darned annoying if you ask me. Guess I was wrong. I don't think there's anything here. Funny sound. Funny.
What was that?
knew it was nothing all along. Hello? Someone moving over there?
Just some stupid noises. Just saw. Nah. Just has to be the first noise. Where's my stuff?
Much like the captain's sorry last season at this summer. Yes.
Food was delicious.
Quite. Yes, quite. And on. Don't you two ever get tired of yourselves?
My, what's gotten into our Miss Varia?
Quite.
Yes.
Did you hear that? Ginny? Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound. Like a Brian tells me you've left a message for me on the Victrola. Really, Robert? Can't you just tell me yourself? That silly Victrola annoys me. Why must we have that ugly mechanist thing crouching in our bedroom? If your message is really so important, then you'll tell me yourself. At dinner. Yes, dinner. I'll have cook prepare all your favorites. Thank you. Now perhaps I can settle my poor nerves. So kind of you to fetch it, so that I could stay and watch for my dear Robert. I know I've not thanked you properly, and a poor woman's gratitude is not worth much these days, is it? I can hardly trust my other house from the shanty town. I don't hear them speaking about, but I do. As black as skin is Robert returns, he'll back to me.
Chilly night.
Anyone.
I could go for something warming
He'll
myself.
always look out for me, one way or another. My Robert, my sailor. You must be a friend of Robert's, perchance? One really ought to recognize one's own guess. But the fog has been so thick lately. Could you somehow find it in your heart to fetch me a glass of wine? The servants haven't forgotten. Did you hear that? Ginny? Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound. Like a voice carried on the wind. It was Robert, I'm sure of it.
You mustn't let my mind wander
Did I
like
say-
that.
Perhaps not. I really can't be bothered.
How nice to see you again.
winner. This is your Robert speaking, and I have some important things to say to you. First, though, you must send anyone away who might be attending you. Yes, even Ginny. I have left some things for you, safe in a secret room. The coin I have saved over the years, and an odd item I discovered recently.
A secret room, eh? Always my favorite room in the house.
Hey. False alarm. Got myself spooked over nothing.
Things will be as dangerous as all that. Not in the proper neighborhoods.
Glad to see you.
What's going on over there?
That's got to be the compendium. I've stolen the compendium, the book that the glyph key opens up. Once I bring it back to the keepers, we'll finally get to see this long-lost prophecy of theirs. I hope it makes interesting reading.